YouTube. Today we will be changing the inner filter and the motor of the AC unit and also the resistor there, so we can get a nice feed, nice airflow from there, because it works something like this. So I was filming the Finnish video about this and testing this out, and it actually blew. So it's now completely gone. Nothing happens. We have here power on. Oh! It works like a few seconds. Then it stops. Something is happening there and we will be fixing that out. So, first of all, we need a motor for the blower. Looks like this. Then we need a filter, air filter. It's not an engine air filter, it's the inside cabin filter. So actually you can get a active carbon filters also. And then we need the this is resistor for the machine. Sometimes when you have like 0 to 4 position, only things that works, or first and last, then you know that this is broken if 2 and 3 does not work. But if you crank it up on the 4, probably the engine here or the carbons here are blown. So, but I will be replacing everything of these at the same time. This actually goes inside, that the air goes through here, so it cools this out, because this is just a big resistor. Now what will we be needing? These products came from Autodoc. Autodoc is this video sponsor. So if you want to have nice cheap OEM style devices for your car, go check the link in description. This actually cost like 20 to 30 euros. Then this was around 10 euros. And then the filter was, I think it was really cheap, like 6 euros or so. This is not an active carbon filter, but it is from Bosch. It is really high quality, good brand. And check out your equipment for your car to change. So first of all, we will be needing a PH2 and a small flathead just to take everything loose. Then we need a big wrench and a 30mm this, so we can take the wipers off. And then we'll be needing a ratchet with a 8mm head. So let's get to it. Now we'll be filming this with a mobile phone, because now I can see what I'm filming. If I'm using GoPro, I really don't know if you can see what I see, because there are screws in hidden places, so we need to see what I need to see what we are filming. Now let's get to it. With a PH2 screw there, and there is a screw. Take those off so you can take these off. Now with a masking tape, I took 2 stripes of tape so we can see when we are taking these off where our wiper should be around when we install those back. We need to take those off second. Next we'll take these off with a 30mm. We can take these off next. Like so. And now we can take this off, and then we'll be going underneath here. So first of all, we'll be taking this off, and then we will be losing these 24mm here. Somehow. I need 2 hands for this. Now we just take this off, and underneath here we can see our inner cabin filter. And we'll be just taking these 2 clips off, then we can take the inner cabin filter. It's not actually inner, but hey, it's a filter. And underneath here we can see the resistor and the motor. Then underneath here we can see 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 8mm. So we take this first bracket off here so we can access the motor. So in my car they were connected with this really long screws. So anyhow, we can now take this off so we can access the motor. So the motor inside is just with a plastic clips from here, 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 here and the center. So we just need to take these clips open, and then we can wiggle these plastics out from here, and actually you can see the motor already. So underneath here we can see that somebody has been doing something in here. This is actually should be like whole green, but it's a little bit blown on here on the side, and we have some kind of electrical tape here and everything, so these are not OEM. So first of all, take this clip off here so we can take the motor off, and then I'll be taking this off somehow. It's glued all nicely there, but let's see how it turns out. So the motor comes off really nicely. It has this clamp has a little tiny holes here, so it is hooked up like this. So you just put your screwdriver in here and then open it this way, so you can take the clamp off. So we made a slight mistake here. I didn't actually know that there is around 5-pin resistors for the Opel Corsa, so we need to order this one. And we have 4-pin here. We will be not changing the parts from here to here. We will be just putting the motor on, and then we will be adding another resistor. As you can see here, there's a big hole, and this place has been broken someday, not on my time, and it leaks water inside the car from here, so I will be covering that up. But now we can still install the motor. So the motor only goes in one way. It has a flat side here that goes into that groove, and this clamp has a flat on the end that goes into that groove, and then it bends over and the wires go underneath here. So as always we ran into problems. This does not fit. It is 4-pin with a, I think it is on 3 set of blower. This does not fit in my car. I need to have 5 pins. Now, but we can still get it work. Now these are meant to be hot. And it's hot because it flows the 12 volts through a resistor, and resistor hots, and it lowers it down the voltage, so the voltage on the motor is smaller. Now, as you can see here, we have a 12 volt in here, and it is straight into one pin, which is positive. So we can use with this, even if this is broken, we can still use the 4th setting on the blower. Now on the 4th setting it will just run faster than the other settings, and it will be okay for now, as winter is coming and I don't have a spare parts of these 5-pin leads. Now the hole there has been broken. It is actually really huge. I can managed to push this inside the cabin there, and it was held like so with a lot of glue and stuff all around. So I will be just connecting these plus and minus. I made some covers here to cover them up, and we will be just using the 1 and 4. In here you can see one is coming from here, one is coming straight without the resistor, straight from the wires. This is minus, and this is positive that goes into the resistor and comes also out. Now this is completely dead in here, but we can still feed 12 volts for the 4th setting, the fastest, and it will be okay. Now after I'm connected the wires, I will be just putting all things back together. So a little tip here, this was a little tricky to put on. This actually bends a little bit, so if you press this down hard, it goes like so, and when it's a little bit downwards, it's easier to put it back in and slide it in, and when it's on there you can just raise this back up onto the notch there, and it's now good. Now next thing, we install the filter here. Just slides in. Maybe we need to a little bit put this upwards and slide it in like so. Good. Then just covers and continue. Oh, and little addition on the last part I did. I actually tried to install this wrong way around. Here is a little sign of airflow that goes this way, so we need to bend these upwards and then slide it in. This is actually quite a bit tricky to put it here completely nicely with just one hand, but I will be putting it all nicely. Pro tip: when installing blades back together, make sure you take all your equipment out from the car before putting everything back together. They go a bit easier. Now, just those, and then we will be connecting the plates here, and it should be done. Now when we have tapes here, we can easily just adjust it closely where it was and just press it down, or do like this. So I'm using the bolt there to bend it, and then just check if everything aligns. Test. Now too low. Open it up, wiggle it a little bit upwards. Oh, we are close here. Move it up, wiggle it even a little bit more, and now it's complete. Now it's good. Then we can use like wrench like this, and then just hit it with a hammer or something heavy, or just put the nut in and it will automatically push itself into the correct place. So everything here is now nice, set and done. Just check out that you don't leave any tools lying around here before you put it down. And actually, I dropped something there. I probably need to take that one off. But now let's test it off how it works. And then we have conclusion time. So we have, oh, actually those works okay. Do not do that with your trunk lid open, front lid open, because hood open, because sometimes it goes that it will actually hit those. That was just an accident. But now 1, 2, 3, nothing happening like it should be. And now 4. Yes, it's working. And more than 6 seconds. Actually working quite nice. Much more air is coming inside. And that's about it of this video. How did you like my Opel Corsa little bit of tuning video here? No, actually just replacing OEM parts. But hey, we found some silicon based stuff, and actually I'm not really sure if this car should have those 4-pin resistor there, or is the 5-pin resistor somebody installed aftermarket. Like it had these spade connectors and just electrical tape and stuff, so I'm not really sure if it should be in there in any place. But now it's working on the 4th side. I just need to find a working better resistor there, so I can get 1, 2, 3 also working, or check it out that if this car should have the 4-pin resistor to work with. Now this video, as I mentioned earlier, has been sponsored by Autodoc, and check out the link in description if you find a new OEM, cheap OEM parts, spare parts for your car. I actually, because I think this is German company, and my Opel is from Germany, and the parts are really cheap. That's why I'm changing all the stuff where you can see, like if something gets broken, I just buy all that I can change in the same time. They come really cheap. Like this whole setup was less than 100 euros shipped into Finland. Not bad. Now it works, and I have no fog issues. Okay, well, that's about it. I see you on the next video. Bye bye!